Hello, my name is Keith Adams. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I am an alcoholic and an addict. And when I say addict, I don't mean just a drug addict. I mean, I'm an addict in every sense of the word. Everything that is addictive is me and is my life. And for my whole life, from what I remember, I replaced every addiction with another. When I came to realize that my drug and alcohol addiction is the addiction I couldn't get over. There was nothing I didn't think I could do until I could not overcome the addiction of alcohol and drug use. In my whole life, I just went from one to the other, whether it was gambling, whether it was womanizing, whether it was just using everyone and everything in my life to get what I wanted. That's what I did. And for the longest time, I just replaced one addiction with the next. Like I said, until the disease of alcoholism and drug use crumbled me, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. But yet it just progressively got worse because I was picking it up with something else. I was substituting it for another addiction until I really hit what I know as my rock bottom. And when I say rock bottom is, there was things that I've done that I never thought in a million years I would do to anyone, especially the people close to me. Because I know that that's who you hurt the most, is the people that are close to you. You may not think at the time, they may not be the first people you hurt, but for me, it was the last people that I hurt because I knew it was it. I knew that it was my time to get better, because if I want that family in my life, I had to do this for them, but most importantly, I had to do it for myself. I wasn't happy. I know that my parents weren't happy. And for me, it took getting down here to Florida. It took getting to go through dynamic life recovery to realize to me what is important and what really matters. I don't need the nice job. I don't need all the money in the world. Of course, them things are nice if you know how to use them. But for me, it's being happy. It's having my family in my life. The drug use wasn't that long, but I haven't been sober in my mind since I was about 12 years old. Because I was so twisted, I was so backwards, I didn't know what was what. On the outside, I wanted to show you that I was doing the right thing, that I had all the things that was important. But inside, I was scared. I was lost. I was lonely. I didn't know who I was. I was scared to let you know who I really was because I knew I wasn't okay with it. Until I came down here and I accepted fully who I was, when I can look into this camera and I can tell you that I'm an addict and that I hurt every person in my life, because the problem was me. But until I realized that I had the choice to not feel like that again, when I fully surrendered, my dad told me, you'll never have to feel this way again. Whoever's listening out there, I can tell you, if you're struggling and you're lost, you will never have to feel that way again. That the single best choice I made was surrendering my life over to God and to the choice of sobriety. To realize that it isn't a loss. And I'm going to look back at this, the greatest gain I've ever made. Because now I have the choice. I have the choice every day to wake up, not to use, not to drink, not to manipulate, not to lie, not to steal, not to gamble. But I have the choice to do the right things in my life. And until I surrendered and I fully accepted who I was and the people I've hurt and the wrong choices I made, I never gave myself that opportunity. I'm the type of person, I didn't think I needed any but myself. I didn't need anyone. But deep down inside, I know today that I do. Because for the longest time, Keith's way of thinking led me to where I am today. I was raised in a Catholic family, and I thought I knew what God was, and I had hope. I didn't know the first thing about hope. Today I can tell you that I know that hope and faith starts with the God is my understanding. I'm not going to sit here and preach Christianity down to you, because that might not be your hope and faith, but that is mine. And I know that if I have complete trust in my faith and my higher power, then he's going to do things for me that I can't do for myself. I can sit here today and tell you that there's nothing that I'm more sure of in my life than my sobriety, because I know that there's not one single thing I'm going to put before my everyday thoughts and actions than me being sober and me having that clear mind and me wanting to get everything out of life that I know is possible. And it took me to surrender. It took me to come down here. It taught me to be vulnerable and to take advice and listen to others to get where I want to be. And for that, I'm very thankful. Thank you.